year, new grind. I got a question for you. Are you living life, or is life living you? How bad do you want to be successful? Are you ready to level up in life? Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you sick of being average? I ask you again, are you living life, or is life living you? Less than unstoppable, the international world tour. Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, coming to a city near you. I'll be teaching a 4-hour, life-changing seminar on the art of greatness. Arise, champion. Every city will sell out. Get your tickets now. This year we're taking this thing global. 27 cities, Toronto, London, Paris, Rome. We're coming to impact 1 billion people. If you are serious about success, be at one of these events. Get your tickets now at blessedandunstoppable.com. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you life is gonna be Ron Howard happy days every day. It's not gonna be that way. Matter of fact, it's probably gonna be the opposite. You see, the enemy is gonna throw everything he has in his toolbox at you. Now, he can't stop you himself, but his objective is to get you to stop you. This message is for the struggle, for all those going through trials and tribulations. People in this world are gonna fool you, disappoint you, turn their back on you. The closest around you are gonna give up on you. And when things hit the fan, everybody's gonna run. You're gonna look around and you're gonna be all alone. I'm just keeping it real with you, cause somebody out there needs to hear what I'm saying. This ain't a motivational video. Man, this is life. This ain't no game to me, and I know what you're going through. And I'm gonna speak life into you right now. Nothing, listen to me, nothing can stop you. God will never leave you nor forsake you, and that is all you need. There's a power inside of you that you can only discover when you are truly alone. Just as the waves on a beach shore come in and out, people will do the same. Relationships are like music, and you should never make music with anybody who doesn't understand, appreciate, and value your lyrics. Sometimes you just gotta let these people go. You gotta know your worth. Sometimes you just gotta let them people go. You gotta stop chasing people who don't appreciate you. Sometimes in this life, champion, you gotta remind the world just who you are. And you don't do this by telling them with your mouth. You tell them with your actions. You make your actions speak loud and proud to who you are. Don't let the world convince you that you're nobody. You're somebody who just don't know it yet. Do you hear what I'm saying, champion? I'm speaking to the champion in you. Rise, champion. The way of the warrior. Champion eyes. Get back up. My spirit cries. Fear dies. Choked out by the scream. The desire to climb and live out my dream. Take it for the team. Discipline reigns. I want it too bad to listen to the pain. I'm a winner. To God be the glory. Tragedy and setbacks, an inspirational story. Warriors like me, we were strategically designed for the struggle. Many before me gave up and quit, acted all bad to the first time they got hit. But see, blood don't scare me. I fear not death. Whatever it takes, champion, to be the best of the best. I was made for war. I cry out to heaven, blessed and unstoppable, an immortal legend. Climb, I say, the unclimbable mountain. Kicking and punching, I just keep on pounding. I found it, that deep desire to win. I remember defeat and I say, never again. See, warriors like me, we were born and strategically designed for the struggle. The way of the warrior, champion eyes. Get back up, my spirit rise. Fear dies, choked out by the screams. The desire to climb and live out my dreams. Take it for the team. Discipline reigns. I want it too bad to bow to pain. I'm a winner. To God be the glory. Tragedy, setbacks, an inspirational story. Many before me gave up and quit. Acted all bad till the first time they got in. Blood don't scare me. I fear not death. Whatever it takes, champion, to be the best of the best. Climb, I say, the unclimbable mountain. Kicking and punching, I just keep on pounding. Because I'm a warrior, and that's what we do. I'm Billy Alsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. To God be the glory.
Success is a war over the invisible. It's having the faith and vision to see what could be, can be, and will be when consistently watered with an undeniable grind. Truth, the language of those who are truly alive. Soaring on wings of faith, they gracefully fly, radiating the power that they found down inside. Wrapped in fire, watch the chosen climb. Something in them refuses to be denied. Seizing the moment, they know the time has arrived. Refusing to doubt or believe any of his lies. We call these people overcomers because they know how to climb. Everywhere that you look around you, you can sense that people don't want to see you succeed. But I'm gonna plant this in your spirit. The fire and truth on the inside of you will make room for you, whether the haters like you or not. Doubt is the best salesman that there's ever been. He gets up every day and knocks on your door, trying to sell you on the lie that you aren't good enough. But those who can sit in silence and still believe shall one day hear the music of that which they believe for. Each time you face something you fear, in truth, you go to a deeper level of growth, awareness, and personal power. See, the fire grows inside of you when you own and accept everything about you. It's time to stop running and climb. There's 3 types of people in this world. Those in the game, those on the sidelines, and those in the stand watching. The time has come for you to make a decision right now. Which one of those 3 do you want to be? Climb. Now you could tell when somebody's about to go to the next level in life, because you could see it in their eyes. When the world turns their back on you, climb. When the whole world calls you crazy because your dream is so big, climb. And when you feel like you are at the end of yourself and that you can't take another step, still climb. The most difficult and pivotal times in your life, you will have to travel alone. But those who can sit in silence and still believe shall one day hear the music that they believe for. Climb! Warriors and overcomers, they know how to climb. As an heir to the promise, God has given you an inheritance beyond your own capability. The only way you will be able to come in possession of this inheritance is by faith. The real Revolution is self-awareness. It's when you awaken to the truth that you yourself determine your own peace, success, and outcome in life. Real success, real transformation, real emancipation starts when you finally awaken to your own individual power and the God who gave it to you. Then you boldly wrap yourself in faith and unleash yourself upon the world. Climb, champion, climb, warrior, climb, overcomer, climb, soldier, climb, wrapped in fire, the chosen climb. This is Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable via true music, and to God be the glory. Champions are champions because they master the art of getting back up. Now, no matter what you do or how much you prepare, at some point in your life, you are gonna get knocked down. But see, for the legends, champions, warriors, and for the overcomers, no obstacle, no trial, no tribulation, no situation is strong enough to keep them there. Put that loss and defeat behind you. Awaken the giant within you. How you respond right now will define you. Tap into that greatness on the inside of you. They doubt you, so the world will try you. But don't you let anything deny you. Show the world you still have fight in you. Let them all see that champion inside of you. Let them all see that champion inside of you. Each challenge you face is a great big mirror that allows you to see inside yourself. The way you respond to struggle will reveal to the world who you really are. Being a champion isn't just about the doing part. It's about the being part. You gotta become that person. I wanna ask you this question. Are you living life or is life living you? You keep accepting average. Why? You keep settling for average. You keep conceding to average. Why? You weren't designed to be mediocre, to be average, to be nothing less than the best warrior. Legend. Show them what a champion looks like. The bitter taste of defeat, the sting of a loss. Never again, said the champion. Whatever the cost, fight back to the day they bury me. Do or die by any righteous means necessary. I will overcome because that's who I am. Mama didn't raise no quitter. The struggle's real, but my God's bigger. Mama didn't raise no quitter. The struggle's real, but my God's bigger. Fearless, nothing's gonna stop me. Average is the only thing that haunts me. I won't buy the lies the enemy tells me. Unstoppable, my God won't fail me. I am tight, the lion, beast mode, vision. I dream with my eyes closed. I am tight, the lion, beast mode, vision. I dream with my eyes closed. Hungry, dedicated to greatness. Victory's mine, I'm gonna take it. The struggle's real, the crime made me. The pain hurt, but it did not break me. The pain hurt, but it did not break me. The pain hurt, but it did not break me. Mama didn't raise no quitter. I told life, whatever you got, bring it on. My God's bigger. That's why I'm blessed and unstoppable. Legends and champions. This is Billy Alsbrooks, and my God still lives. And to him be the glory. Success is not created. It's always been there. We just have to align our thinking with it, and by doing so, success becomes visible to the outside world. Success is not achieved, it's displayed. Greatness is always available to those who are willing to think in a way that will allow it to manifest itself. Now, what I'm gonna do here on this message is teach you the art of greatness, the 7 elements that dictate success. Circumstances are born out of a consciousness that allows them to exist. So the first element that you have to tap into, if you want to go to the next level, is vision. I like to back everything up with scripture. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Success starts with self-awareness.
by mistake. You have a purpose in life. You have a calling on your life. There is a need, a void in this world that only you can feel. You have been given specific natural talents, gifts, and abilities perfectly suited for what you've been called to do. Now, contrary to popular belief, you were designed for more than just doing a 9 to 5, just scraping by month, living just above broke. That is not God's plan for your life. I'll back it up. I came that you might have life and have it more abundantly. He's talking about you, abundant life, pressed down, shaken together, running over. What dream did God plant inside of you? Each and every one of us has a dream. God put it in there. All we have to do is awaken to it. The enemy's objective is to keep you so busy every day, to keep you wore out doing that job that you were never designed to do, to keep you so tired that you never have time to sit down and ask, what am I called to do? What was I designed to do here on earth? If you want to experience success at the highest level, you got to start getting clear on what you want in life. If you don't have a vision for your life, you're going to be helping somebody else build their vision. Vision is the genesis of all greatness. You build success first in the mind. You chisel away everything that doesn't belong in your life from that vision. You walk it out. You get up every day and build what is already there. Now I'm going to get a little deep on you right here. To manifest your dream fully, your mind must be held to a standard of unwavering fidelity to the belief that that dream has already been accomplished. Your thinking must remain loyal to your outcome desired and not fall victim to the seductive mistresses of thoughts that run contrary to that dream. Greatness requires wholeness, and wholeness is to yield one's entire being to the belief that the vision desired has already been attained. Now decide what it is that you want in life, and then get a vision for that in your mind, and then own it. I don't mean rent it. I don't mean lease it. I mean go to the title company, put the money down, and own that dream. Then you gotta capture it down on paper. Write the vision to make it plain so he that read it can run with it. You gotta get that vision down on paper. I know a man who writes down his goals every morning and every evening and reads them aloud before he starts the day and before he ends it. He's been doing that for the last 20 years and now he's worth $100 million. You can do it too. See, these laws, these elements that I'm laying out here for you today, they're available for anybody. They're not a keeper of persons. They don't care who taps into them. They just obey. Anybody that aligns with them will produce fruit with them. Truth does not discriminate. She loves all who embrace her. And that's you. All you gotta do is tap into these principles that I'm laying out here for you. The second element to the art of greatness is the mindset. You gotta address your mind. The word says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It's your mind that transforms your life. You can't get extraordinary results with an average mindset. It just don't work that way. Now hear me out. Thoughts are products of the mindset, and the mindset is the offspring of a belief system. To be successful, one must not just address the thoughts or the mindset, but dig deeper and adopt the belief systems and awareness that truly dictate success. To step fully into greatness, you gotta adopt Matthew 19:26 as the foundation of your thinking. And that's with God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. Now that with God part is consciousness and an understanding of who God is. It's also understanding where God is. Greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. That means God lives in you. You have the power of God residing on the inside of you. The world belongs to the bold. And once you know who's on the inside of you, you can aggressively attack your dream the way it needs to be attacked in order to become a reality. Champions refuse to entertain self-limiting beliefs in any way, shape, or form. That doesn't exist, because with God all things are possible. All things are available to the one who believes. Because destiny is obligated by universal law to concede to the demands of unwavering faith. You gotta protect your mind. You gotta quarantine all doubters, haters, and naysayers who don't believe in your dream. You gotta get those people out of your life. Your dream is too important to let it be put in jeopardy by those around you. The only people you should have around you are warriors that believe. This is the mindset. See, champions don't make excuses. Champions make adjustments. If you want greatness, then you gotta commit to a complete abandonment of all thoughts and beliefs that run contrary to the outcomes that you desire. Only that which God has promised should you accept from the world, and nothing less. To settle for anything less than God has promised is to doubt God. A disciplined mind rooted in truth can do the impossible. Pour greatness into your mind daily. What you gotta do is surround yourself with greatness. People who understand it, exemplify it, and are constantly pursuing it. The only people I hang out with are the sick and hungry. People who are sick and tired of being average and hungry enough to do something about it. That's who you should hang out with. That's the mindset you gotta adopt if you wanna be unstoppable. The third element to the art of greatness is the inner standard. The standard that you hold yourself to day in and day out. Cultivate a spirit of excellence in everything you do. Now let me back this up with the word. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes because an excellent spirit was in him. And the king thought to set him over the whole realm. To step fully into greatness, you gotta understand that average is the play, and you gotta refuse to have anything to do with it. Mediocre is too dangerous to leave unchecked. Here's where we make a mistake. When we think we can compartmentalize average. See, if you let average exist anywhere in your life, it will seek to spread to the other areas. There's nothing wrong with having big dreams and big goals. But in order to achieve them, you gotta put in place the inner standard that will produce that outcome that you want. Just like the world's tallest skyscrapers, success must be built on a deep and solid foundation. Enduring prosperity can only be engineered with solid core values, strong righteous principles, and impeccable character. What do you want to stand for in life? There's an old saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. A standard of greatness should be the filter that you live your life through. Refuse to compromise or be swayed by your emotions. External circumstances should never dictate your actions. It's who you are at the core that should always command your response. Your inner standard is the personal code that you represent and choose to live by. Live by the code, the creed, the standard of greatness. No matter what you do, how big or how small, it should always be done with a spirit of excellence. Now the fourth element to the art of greatness is focus. The number one reason people fail is broken focus. They lose attention. They take their eye off the vision. They take their eyes off the prize. Now the word of God says, let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. That's Proverbs 4:25, written by Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived. You gotta refuse to give time, energy, or focus to anything that doesn't move you closer to your goals. Find out what's most important in your field or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Find out what's most important and then put all your time, energy, and resources there. You gotta keep your mind and your attention on the things that you actually do control. You take big challenges and break them down into small, manageable pieces. You take it one rep at a time, one set at a time, one day at a time, 1 week at a time. Keep all your attention on what you can control, what you can do right now, and put all your effort there. You gotta get tunnel vision. All you see is the dream and the things you gotta do to get there. That's it. Element 5 to the art of greatness is grind. That's your work ethic. When it comes to greatness, when it comes to success, your work ethic is your credit score. The only forms of payment are blood, sweat, and tears. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go to the word. Do you see a man skilled in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. Your mind imagines the dream. But in order for destiny to bloom, it must be constantly watered with blood, sweat, and tears. Success comes directly off the assembly line of an intense work ethic. You can't purchase greatness with Bitcoin. The only currency accepted is sweat. You gotta hammer, bang, and chisel on your craft until you master it. You hear what I'm saying? They say it takes 10,000 hours of doing something before you master it. 20,000 to become a legend at it. Your grind and your preparation, those are weapons. You gotta use them. There's no goal or dream that can deny the person who masters the art of hard work. Success doesn't have to be complex. Just decide what you want and then grind at the level it takes to make it reveal itself. The sixth element to the art of greatness is discipline. Now let's go to the word. Therefore I do not run aimlessly. I do not fight like I'm beating the air. No, I discipline my body and make it my slave, so that after I preach to others, I myself will not be disqualified. Now, to achieve greatness, you must first master yourself. What you do consistently, you will eventually become. Your habits and daily routines must be in alignment with the outcomes you want to accomplish. Discipline is the daily process of creating the life you want by consistently chiseling away at the things that don't belong. You gotta stop letting your emotions steer your life. It's time for you to get behind the wheel and put your life on the trajectory that you want it to be. Your discipline must break your body's spirit until it becomes your slave. Dedication, determination, and commitment. These are the three great equalizers. There's a whole lot of people in the Hall of Fame. They're only of average talent, but they were disciplined. Your work ethic and your discipline are your transportation. Where is your vehicle taking you? That's the question. You want to go to the next level? You got to be hungry, dedicated, and fearless. One by one, you must overcome the daily temptations that stand against your dreams. Self-discipline is sacrificing the short-term benefits for a bigger, greater desired outcome. It's a loud declaration to the universe that says, what I want to achieve is more important to me than the immediate gratification of the things that prevent me from it. How bad do you want to be successful? Self-mastery, discipline cannot be outsourced. It's a choice that only you can make. The price of victory must be paid with sweat day in and day out. Now the seventh element, the final element of the art of greatness is perseverance. And the word says, let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Now I like to say this, nothing can be denied the one that won't be denied. In order to do that though, you gotta have a strong why, a motive, a motivation to do what it is that you want to accomplish. You gotta find you a why that you can run through walls with. What is the reason that you really want to be successful? What is that reason behind it? You gotta find something so strong that it wakes you up early in the morning and keeps you up late at night. No matter how many times life knocks you down, you just gotta keep getting back up. Keep applying pressure until the world folds unto your demands. Refuse to concede to any other outcome than the one set out for. God is not a halfway God. He's not gonna halfway heal you, halfway deliver you, halfway bless you. He's gonna go all the way, because with God all things are possible. And when you believe that, when you have that kind of faith, you can persevere through anything. The secret to success is refusing to give up. Perseverance transforms average, everyday people into world champions. No matter what your goals are in life, there's gonna be massive challenges, huge setbacks, and heartbreaking disappointments. Each of these circumstances will disguise themselves as failure. To step into greatness, you must reject this lie and continue on towards your dream with even more determination. Don't buy the lie the devil's trying to sell you. Failure is not an option for a believer, you hear me? Failure is not an option, it does not exist. I'm not gonna lie to you and act like everything's gonna be all gravy, all good, all the time, because it's not. On the way to success, there will be many times when you feel crushed, exhausted, and alone. You'll be tempted to lay down, throw in the towel, and quit. But it's then, mighty warrior, that you must arise to the occasion. Arise, champion. Your choices during these soul-searching moments will eventually define you. Refuse to be a victim and claim the crown of glory by way of persistence. Keep applying pressure until the universe folds unto your demands. When you would rather die trying than live as a quitter, then you will step fully into greatness, and only then. I'm gonna say it one more time. Refuse to concede to any other outcome than the one set out for, the one believed for. All these elements I laid out here in the art of greatness are held together by faith. according to your faith, so be it unto you. All things are possible to him that believeth. Greatness made you, therefore greatness is in you. Don't settle for anything less than what you were meant to be, what you were designed to do. Don't let nobody tell you that you are average. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not good enough. That's a lie from hell. Know your worth. You are amazing just the way you are. Perfectly designed and strategically assembled for success. Go get what is yours. This is Billy Alsbrooks. I am blessed and unstoppable.
Struggle, struggle.
I'm a product of the
Struggle, struggle.
I'm a product of the
Struggle, struggle.
I'm a product of the
Struggle, struggle.
I'm a product of the Being at the top, they say it's lonely. But see, I don't fear being lonely. I fear being around average people who want me to be just like them. I needed people for so long, but they never came. And because no one came, I learned to live without them. I learned to get comfortable being lonely. I learned how to function in the dark. Now I'm dangerous. You see, people who don't need anyone and are comfortable being alone can accomplish anything. Hear me out now. You see, I don't fear rejection because I don't have any friends to reject me. See, the only two friends I have are vision and grind, and the three of us together are unstoppable. If you're looking for fear in my eyes, you're looking in the wrong place. See, I don't fear because I don't got nothing to lose. People that fear got something, I ain't got nothing. All I got is my dream, and best believe I'm gonna make that dream a reality. And not you or anyone is gonna stand in my way. I used to chase people and beg people to put me on, to open the door, to give me an opportunity. And every time they let me down, so I stopped asking and started taking. I'm a product of
Struggle, struggle.
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 I'm a product of Those addicted to the fire become slaves to the burn. And I'm burning with passion for what I want to do in life. And all these 9 to 5 walking dead zombies trying to rain on my parade and tell me I'm a dreamer. So what? I'd rather die on my feet dreaming than crawl on my knees to a job that I can't stand to make somebody else rich. You got a heartbeat and you breathing, but you're not really living. You too scared to be who you supposed to be. You see, fear is a track star and you can't outrun it. The only way to beat it is to face it head on without flinch. Your upbringing is a joke. Your mama and daddy didn't prepare you. Your schooling didn't prepare you for life. They didn't equip you with the tools needed for you to stare down the thing you fear the most and laugh. See, you can only learn that in the dark. You can only learn that alone, and I learned that a long time ago. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I used to cry myself to sleep, but not now. It's not tears that hit my pillow, but sweat. See, you feel what I'm saying? It resonates on the inside with you, cause I'm not saying it from my mind. I'm not saying it from my throat or my heart. I'm saying it from my spirit. Deep down, that's who I am. That's why when I speak, I set you on fire, cause you know what I'm saying is real. You've been there too, and you know what it looks like. You know what it feels like. I'm not reading this out of some self-help book, bruh. Man, I live this here that I'm talking to you. They say, Billy, now if you want corporate jobs, if you want corporations to hire you to come speak, you need to tone your message down. I said, what? Man, I only know one speed, bruh, and that's raw. Straight up uncut, unstepped on. I ain't about to pollute or dilute my work for a paycheck. Are you kidding me? See, I understand the secret. The secret is setting yourself on fire. Money chases fire. Money chases value. And I'm gonna give it to you straight up. And any corporation that don't understand the fire, I don't want to speak to anyway, cause they not gonna be here long. You see, the greats that actually changed the world, they understand my language. The Steve Jobs, the Google brothers, Jeff Bezos, Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, John Wooden. All these people knew you gotta be on fire if you wanna change the world. When you living in the dark, you got two choices: to stay there or turn into the flame. And I chose the light, and I'm shining, and I'm gonna keep on shining, and I'm gonna burn my way with passion to the top. If people would've put me on
Had people came to my rescue when I needed them emotionally, I would have never been prepared to achieve the levels of success that I now conquer. I'm not bitter, I just don't care. I'm not arrogant or cocky, I just know my worth. I'm not reckless, I just won't be denied what I know is already mine. See, the difference between me and the rest is I paid my college tuition in pain. There's no scholarships or free rides for greatness. Ain't no free meal tickets, no skipping line passes, and no powerful friends to put you on. Ain't no one coming to save you, the one you looking for has already come. This is how it is when you a product of the struggle. I'm 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 a product of the struggle. This is the jungle, and only the strong survive. You see, I simulated the struggle day in and day out before the game ever began. Before I ever got in the ring, I won it in my mind. Now I laugh at every obstacle, every adversary, and every so-called setback. See, I'm not like the other people that you fought. I'm not like the other people you've been in the ring with. You say, oh no, Billy, you cocky. You are overconfident. You are underestimating your opponent. But that's not it. See, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Why I am so confident in my ability. Because I've already fought you in my mind 1,000,000 times before I ever saw you. I am a seasoned warrior designed for overcoming. You see, I'm immune to loneliness, immune to affliction, and immune to misery. What you gonna do to me? There's nothing that you can do to me that ain't already been done. I'm addicted to the struggle. I've overdosed so many times on struggle that I'm tolerant and numb to it now. See, I don't fear you, nor do I fear those with you, cause you are soft, weak, and unready to face me. I'm determined on the inside, and you will feel the wrath of somebody who will not quit until they get what they came for. See, being at the top, they say, is lonely, but I don't fear being alone. I fear being around average people like you that's trying to make me like you. For years, I thought people used to doubt me or be jealous of my dream. But see, now I realize it was fear. They knew I was gonna do what I said I was gonna do, but they were just scared where they were gonna be sitting when I did it. But now I'm dangerous. People who don't need anyone and are comfortable being alone can accomplish anything. Playtime's over, I'm coming. I'm a product of the struggle. 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 I'm a product of the. This is Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable. To God be the glory. And if you're looking for me, you know where to find me. All day, every day, boy. 120, Grind City. Struggle. I'm a product of the struggle. I'm a product of the struggle. I'm a product of the struggle. You gotta stare into the enemy's eyes and let him know that he has met his match, that nothing will be denied the one that won't be denied. You have to make it clear to your opponent that there is no quit in you. You have to make it known to him that no matter what he does, you serve a God greater than him. That there's a power on the inside of you that makes you unstoppable. That you are not scared to get in the ring, to fight for what you want in life. The flesh of the warrior is mortal and vulnerable with weaknesses, but the mind and spirit inside the champion is a savage force of undeniable will that's fierce and violent to anything that threatens its ambition. Scarred and wounded, the warrior not deterred, he remains steadfast and unwavering faith to the God that lives within him. Alone he fights, blinded by darkness, but still he moves forward, outflanking every maneuver that hell attempts to conquer him with. He gets bolder and more aggressive with every step he takes toward greatness. Sucker punched by life, knocked down to the mat several times, but he stretches for the ropes
to climb out of the mouth of defeat.
His emotional jaw broke, exhausted with two black eyes, gasping for air, nothing left in the tank. The enemy sure of victory till he heard him say,
I'm hurt, scarred,
you'll never ever break me.
hurt, scarred,
You'll never ever break me.
hurt, scarred.
You'll never ever break me.
I'm wounded but not broken, wounded but not broken. I'm hurt, scarred,
You'll never ever break me.
hurt, scarred,
You'll never ever break me.
hurt, scarred.
You'll never ever break me.
I'm wounded but not broken, wounded but not broken.
Wounded but not broken. Got one shot, don't blow this. Distractions, can't focus. My mask on, can't show this. Too busy out here glowing. That fan base keeps growing. Momentum, can't slow it. I'm Mozart composing. She posing with her hair dyed. Fake friends and their twisted lies. Contacts, blue eyes. Plastic chicks with 9 lives. 3 junkies just getting high. Black ice, touch the sky. Blinded by the sunrise. I'm wounded but still alive. Sweet candles keep burning. The world keeps on turning. I'm seeking discernment. My spirit keeps yearning. School books with no learning. Here, star boy, you earned it. That fire from the furnace. The world is yours and you earned it. Silly Billy keep burning. The world is yours and you earned it. I'm wounded but not broken. Got one shot, don't blow this. Distractions, can't focus. My mask on, can't show this. Too busy out here glowing. That fan base keeps growing. Momentum, can't slow it. I'm Mozart composing. Rock stars, smoking no Cuban cigars. Flossing in those rental cars. That ain't really who you are. I paint you like my wounded but not broken. Wounded but not broken. Rock stars, smoking no Cuban cigars. Flossing in those rental cars. That ain't really who you are. I paint you like my wounded but not broken. Wounded but not broken. Wounded but not broken. Wounded but not broken. This is Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. Impact 1 billion people. The art of motivation. Welcome to the Louvre, and to God be the glory. Losers bow to obstacles. Champions make obstacles bow to them. That's the difference. Excuses destroy the credibility of those who give them. This year, it's all about identity. Who do you want to be? I was born a champion, raised a champion. I got champion in my bloodline, and all I will ever be is a champion. Now, when I say champion, I'm not just referring to sports. I'm talking about being a champion in every area of your life. Winning in your business, your health, your marriage, your relationships, your spiritual life. Being a champion is the whole package. You gotta bring that same mindset into every environment that you enter. Ain't no such thing as a part-time champion. Who do you wanna be? See, success starts with self-awareness, understanding your identity. Give this year a theme, and then own it. This is the year for your healing. This is the year of promotion. This is the year of abundance, of execution, of discipline, of focus, of marriage restoration. Whatever you want it to be, define it. Successful people start with identity, and then outcomes, and then goals. It's hard to breathe life into a dream when you're choking on excuses. Some seek to be discovered. Others grind until they discover themselves. Who do you want to be? If you don't make that decision, the world will make that decision for you. This year, no more excuses. Setting New Year's resolutions without discipline will only prolong your enslavement to mediocrity. Anybody, listen to me, anybody out there can be successful, but not all are willing to pay the price to do it. Ain't nothing wrong with dreaming big, but to make that dream a reality, your work ethic must match the size of that dream. I get tons of emails every single day from people that are struggling, asking me what I think they should do. The doing
is where the predominant focus always seems to gravitate. Losers bow to obstacles. Champions make obstacles bow to them. That's the difference. Losers keep all their focus on the problem, the issue, the situation, the challenge. Champions guard the gates of their mind. First, they tell their problem how big God is. With God, all things are possible. See, sometimes the world gets confused of who they dealing with. So from time to time, you have to remind the world that you are a champion. In the season of trial, in the season of struggle, losers shrink. Champions get bigger, stronger, more determined, more focused. Beast mode, 120, all in. Listen to me. One person who believes in a dream can overcome an army of 10,000 doubters. Who do you want to be? You gotta see the world through a lens that empowers you. You gotta see yourself the way God intended for you to be. The lens I'm talking about, that's your mindset, your belief system, your paradigm. See, people have the false perception that if they imitate the actions of a champion or someone who's really successful, that they will get the same results. This is why so many fail. Success cannot be produced with a mindset that doesn't support it. First, you gotta get your mind right. Next, you gotta get your grind right. Then go out and get your life right. To change your behavior, we must first address the mindset that produces it. Our life is just the sum total of our most dominant thought patterns. So this year will be defined by how many days you can consistently think like a champion. Now people will say, Billy, you are wrong. Success is about taking action. But what the masses don't understand is, once you align your mind with success, the actions will follow. Action is the fruit of thought. Get your mind right. See, people trying to do the actions without changing who they are on the inside. Now, you can do that for a week. You can do that for 2 weeks, 15 days. That's why they say 15 days into the year, people have already broke their resolutions. Because see, they're trying to act their way into success. You can't act your way into success. You gotta think your way there. Now let me reiterate my point. Outcomes are produced from mindsets. So decide who you wanna be and then adopt the thinking patterns and the belief systems that will produce it. Now, if you just address the action part alone, you're gonna fail. This is why diets don't work. People say, tell me what to eat so I can lose weight. See, their focus is on the doing, the action. When people ask me, what should I eat? I reply, who do you wanna be? Let's get the identity right first. You get the identity right first, everything else will take care of itself. If you study the lives of greats, the Elon Musk, the Steve Jobs, the Richard Branson, the Jeff Bezos, the Bill Gates, the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world. They're all in different fields, but they all have one thing in common. They know who they are. Self-awareness, success, being a champion, it's all about identity. Who do you want to be? Setting goals without addressing your identity is useless. You can only become and achieve what you think you are. Talent is a slave to mindset. The most dominant thinking pattern shall dictate the fate of one's potential. Discipline is the fruit of the champion's mindset. The masses are merely satellites of the status quo, where champions become the gravity that puts the world in orbit around them. See, to sell a dream to the world, you gotta first believe it yourself. And as a champion, I refuse to go to sleep until I'm better than I was yesterday. Grind, blood, sweat, and tears. All in. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. Grind, charge it to the grind. Blood, sweat, and tears. All in. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. Grind, charge it to the grind. You can't purchase greatness with Bitcoin. You gotta buy it in sweat. Work. You can't buy that championship with excuses. Your work ethic is your credit score. Blood, sweat, and tears. All in. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. Work. Charge it to the grind. I refuse to be outworked. And just in case you didn't hear me the first time, beast mode. I refuse to be outworked. The track, the court, the field, the weight room, the office. Wherever I go, I dominate dominate my space. See, my goal isn't just to win, it's to make my opponent quit. Where I'm from, the land of the champions, it's 4th and goal every play, every day. The scoreboard doesn't dictate how I play, my standard does. 24/7, 365, I'm a champion. You gotta understand, greatness is not an outcome, it's who you are. It's a lifestyle, a way of life, legacy. It's not a trophy, it's not an accolade, it's the way you think. Right. It's a standard that you hold yourself to. My weapon is consistency. I can consistently outperform my opponent over and over and over, regardless of the circumstance. I don't take plays off, I don't take days off. Vacations are for losers, for the average, and I'm allergic to average. Average is the plague. I'm a workout warrior, grind, and I only have one level of effort, and that's all in. 120, all out, beast mode. I leave everything I got on the field. Come on, blood, sweat, and tears, all in. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. Hustle, charge it to the grind. I understand that success is a long-term game. Preach, it's a marathon to see who can last the longest. And you best believe, when it's all over, I will be the last one standing. My mind is wired for victory. My mindset makes me unstoppable. Quitting doesn't exist. Failure doesn't exist. I refuse to accept anything but absolute victory. I bought greatness on the practice court. So on game day, I come with my receipt. And best believe I'm gonna get what I paid for. I will not be denied what's mine. For a champion, greatness doesn't just apply to sports, it's life. In my relationships, I win just like I do on the field. In business, I win just like I do on the field. In my spiritual life, I win just like I do on the field. In my finances, I win just like I do on the field. And when I hit the classroom, grind, I hit them books like I hit them weights. Mediocrity is too dangerous, too deadly, too contagious to let it exist in any area of your life. You make a mistake when you think you can contain it to one area. It will bleed over into every area of your life until it controls you, till it dominates you. So when you see mediocrity, grind, you stomp it out, grind, you destroy it on the spot. You give it no place in your life. Make every area of your life congruent with being a champion. Champions don't need to run trick plays. They beat you all day with the basics. Blood, sweat, and tears, all in. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. Grind, charge it to the grind. Blood, sweat, and tears, all in. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. Grind, charge it to the grind. A lot of you out there got 7-figure appetites, but you got 3-figure work ethics. Preach. You want the Aston Martin, the Lamborghini, the Bugatti, the G6, that beachfront 30-room mansion, but you don't want to put in the grind that it takes to get it. You want to put your game in the microwave and in 1 or 2 minutes be Steph Curry, but that ain't the way it works. Greatness is still old school. You gotta put it in the iron oven. It's gotta go through the fire until it's purified, until it's pure perfection, 100% raw. Blood, sweat, and tears, all in. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. Grind, charge it to the grind. Blood, sweat, and tears, all in. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. Grind, charge it to the grind. 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 Blood, sweat, and tears, all in. Those are the only credit cards accepted here. Grind, charge it to the grind. Champions don't need to run trick plays. They beat you all day with the basics. Dale Carnegie said, most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Arise, champion. Now perseverance transforms average, everyday people into world champions. So the key to victory, the key to success is never giving up. And in order for you to do that, arise, champion, you're gonna need a strong why to prevail, a strong reason to keep going. You see, the more difficult your obstacles are to overcome, the more you must keep your reasons for succeeding in front of you. Vince Lombardi said, the difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but a lack of will. Success is not about how you look on the outside. Arise, champion. You might look like a Lamborghini, mean and clean everywhere you go. But see, I'm interested in what's under the hood, cause that's what really matters. When life hits you with that brick, and you get knocked down on that mat, and I'm talking to the Linda Rouseys of the world, the ones that have been knocked down once and twice, and everybody out there is calling you a failure, everybody out there saying it's over, what are you gonna do? Rise, champion. I don't even think they should be able to call you a champion until you've been beat, because even losers keep going when they're winning. But when you get hit with that brick and you on that mat on your back, arise, champion. Then we separate the cream from the crop. Only when you're down 25 points on the biggest stage like Tom Brady, and you come back, can we call you the greatest of all time? Abraham Lincoln said, I am not concerned that you have fallen. I am concerned that you arise. Champions make adjustments, not excuses. Get up! The ground, the mat, being on your back is no place for a champion. Get up! Arise, champion. Now you at that crossroads. The decision you make now will ultimately define your legacy. I'm speaking to the Tiger Woods of the world. Each loss, each setback, each heartbreaking disappointment will try to disguise itself as failure, but it's all a lie. And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not give up. Many times on the road to success, you're gonna feel crushed, exhausted, and alone. See, life is not like Little League. Arise, champion. They don't give away participation trophies. There's the champions and everybody else. It's one or the other. How do you want to be remembered? Each time life knocks you down, arise, champion. You must bounce back with an even greater hunger to succeed. The ones that have the hardest time doing this are the ones that have weak whys. Now you can only go as far in life as your why will carry you. Champions have self-awareness. They know why they want what they want, and that why carries them to the promised land. The why is the birthplace of all champions. She is the mother to all legends and all the greats in every field. The more deeply you are connected to the thing you're trying to accomplish, the more likely you are to achieve it. Natural talent and ability, that's all good, but it won't carry a quitter. So you gotta find a why that makes you invincible, that you can run through walls with it. Get up! Nietzsche said, he who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. And I'm not ignoring what you're going through. Get up! And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you it's gonna be easy, cause it's not. It's gonna be a struggle. You're gonna have to fight and claw and scrape your way up out of this thing. But you can do it if you wanna do it. Now, are you a pretender or are you a champion? You can't have a testimony without first having a test. The whole world is watching you right now. Get up to see how you respond. Show them what you made of. Never give up. Self-control, self-mastery. You gotta stop blaming everybody else for your own shortcomings. If you wanna make progress, you must address what I'm telling you right now. Now, discipline starts in the mind. It's rooted in your why and ultimately determines whether your dream lives or dies. Now let's go to the word. He that haveth no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. You see, the less discipline you have, the more vulnerable you are. And what you don't master will eventually master you. Most people spend all their time and focus on the external aspects of success and never address the internal mechanics that actually produce it. Your grind, your work ethic, that's your plane ticket up out of here. That's your only way out of mediocrity. Greatness can only be purchased with the currency of hard work. Now let's go back to my last message. Stop leasing success and own it. And what I mean by that, see, on Monday, a lot of you out there, you're doing everything it takes. You're hitting it hard. You're going all in, 100, 120. On Tuesday, you're doing the same thing. You're going all in. You're doing whatever it takes. And then Wednesday comes, and your discipline breaks down. And you give it all back. All the gains you made on Monday and Tuesday, you give back on Wednesday. Now Monday and Tuesday, you was driving a Bugatti. But the only problem with that is it was a rental car. And on Wednesday, you returned that thing. So what I'm trying to get across to you is success requires discipline. 24/7, 365. It means going 120 all out every day. No excuses. It's that simple. You got two choices you can make. Embrace discipline or accept defeat. Simple as that. Now many of you walking around out there like you got all the time in the world. But here's the truth. You don't get a second chance at this. You don't get a second chance, I'm telling you. It's up to you. Success avoids the undisciplined like the plague. So it's time for you to arise, great warrior, and go be the person God made you to be. Now all of you out there with just average talent, self-discipline is the great equalizer. Hard work, discipline, that's the membership fee that filters out the weak from the strong, the losers from the champions, the average nobodies from the legends. Which one you want to be? I'm on the other side of this speaker, but even from here I can see your struggle. I can feel your pain. I know what you're going through, man. Everybody done gave up on you. Everybody's done written you off. All the smart money in Vegas betting against you. That you can't get up off the mat. That you will never overcome this. You've been loyal. You kept it real. Anytime anybody needed you, you were there. Now you going through the struggle. You're going through the trial, you're going through the tribulation, and you look up and you say, where is everybody? I know you feel alone, I know you feel bitter, I know you're mad at the world, but the question is, how are you going to respond? I am wounded, but I am not broken. I am by myself, but I am not alone. When I am weak, I know my God is strong, and I will not quit until I prove them all wrong. As the walls close in and the light fades, the dark choir singing in perverted ways, hell's opera, fire, the death of days, the blood of the Lamb and his righteous ways. I'm not afraid of struggling and fighting alone. I'm not afraid of traversing the dark alone. I'm not afraid to climb that mountain on my own. I'm not afraid to die. I've always been alone. Don't wait the savage. Yes, the struggle is real. And no, life hasn't turned out the way you thought it would. Even when you worked hard and put the time in and did the right things, still things didn't turn out the way you wanted them. That one you thought was a soulmate was just an illusion. That job promotion really wasn't a promotion, it was a jail sentence. I'm just keeping it real. That family that you thought was family never really acted like family. And those friends that you thought had your back are your biggest enemies. Now here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you 24 hours to mourn. to cry it all out, a pout day. So you do what you need to do for the next 24 hours to get all that stuff out. And then I want you to answer this question: how are you going to respond? I am wounded, but I am not broken. I am by myself, but I am not alone. When I am weak, I know my God is strong, and I will not quit until I prove them all wrong. Kisses of betrayal, the knife cuts, the blood runs red, the shark's lust, emotional wounds, scars, broken trust. We got different vibrations, can't comprehend us. Romantic violence, flirting, making souls blush, screams of chaos, gorgeous dreams being crushed. The blood runs red, the shark's lust. They're about to wake that savage inside of us. Don't wake the savage.
And one day down the road, you're gonna have to forgive these people that hurt you.
Mediocrity has no place in me. Average is not welcomed here. I am going one place and one place only. I got a one-way ticket from the bottom to the top. And I don't say this for fame. I don't say this for money. I don't say this for validation. I'm doing this for legacy. When I'm dead and gone, they will say there is a man right there who lived on this earth, who gave it everything he had. Failure is not an option for me. Failure does not exist in my vocabulary. For 8 years, I walked the block in a mental prison, searching for answers. Panic attacks, PTSD, fear, and anxiety consumed me. But here's what was really going on. God was molding and shaping me and preparing me for this calling. He was preparing me for the words that I'm saying to you right now. You see, the more we go through the fire, the more refined we become. Now fear and pain had stung me, had inflicted me, had tried to stomp out my destiny. But God is faithful, and He did what He promised. For He said to me, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. And you see, I was bold enough to believe that. And when I went around that block for those 8 years, every day I got a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher, and a whole lot bolder. And now I am prepared for my calling. And I get behind this mic with no fear to tell you that I am still here. The enemy has not defeated me. He has not destroyed me. He has actually made me. I am a champion. I am a warrior. I am hungry, dedicated, and now I'm fearless. Wrapped with grace to the enemy, I'm dangerous. It's not about goals. For me, it's about purpose, legacy. I'm anchored in grace. God still moves. I am a warrior, blessed and unstoppable. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal, from living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open.
and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon. The struggle is real, but you know you were meant for more. That dream that's on the inside of you just won't shut up, 'cause you know you were meant for more. You've always been different. They never understood you. They've always doubted you, 'cause you're different. But you know something that they don't know. You know, to be successful, you cannot follow the masses. You gotta be different. And you are bold enough to be you. You've always been different. Success ain't for everybody. B7U Clothing. Wear your identity.